Yes, welcome to the Madhouse. This is your captain speaking. Welcome to the Max Wrestling Podcast, episode 285, along with El Jefe and the Walker. And please, welcome back, full time, the podcast / promo machine, Mr. Ironbank, and the only Grand Slam winner in Max Wrestling history, Mike Larkin.
Thank you for that introduction. Happy to be back on Max, man. Just coming off my bout with Daniel Crimmins and looking forward to the bout at promo series with Miss Brittany Savage. It feels good, man. It feels good to be back.
It feels good to be awake at stupid o'clock.
Yeah, it's worth it though.
Stupid o'clock is right.
Yeah, I was going to say, hey, I would applaud, but I just woke up about 5 minutes ago.
Now, you picked a good week to come back, mate, because we're going to get much less time to speak next week because we've got 4 bouts. Count it 4.
Yes. Well, I got to judge 3 of them, man. You know?
Wait, 3?
Yeah, the title match. Moses and Teddy and Chris Maldonado.
Yeah, I was thinking, wait, 2 of them are exhibitions? No, just one of them's an exhibition.
Yes. We will see that exhibition today between Corey and Daniel Crimmins, so yes.
Yeah, just to get the ball rolling, because they're the only 2 that wanted an exhibition during exhibition month. I mean,
well, Alexander tried, but,
he tried, but you made him wait.
Yeah. Well, he wanted to try to do some sort of exhibition, but with a stipulation. I don't know exactly how he planned on making that fucking work, but you can obviously tell he's a rookie because he was like, okay, so 2 weeks. Oh, well, that's the same day. So guess what? I'm already not in the promo bowl. So much for that.
Yeah, I mean, you didn't have to enter the promo bowl. You've got your rematch next week.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Did Mr. Anderson ever get his rematch, Mike?
Who?
Mr. Anderson, did he ever get his rematch?
Well,
where's my rematch?
Around that time, it's funny because they did the thing where, oh my goodness, he won it from Jeff Hardy, then he lost it to Jeff Hardy, and then like Sting beat Jeff after the debacle at Victory Road, and then Ken Anderson was dressing up like Surfer Sting with the blonde hair and the makeup, and then he won it from Sting.
Oh, okay, so technically he got his rematch, just not against the same guy.
Speaking, yes. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm not sure if we're going to get a rematch from SummerSlam because it looks like Drew McIntyre is going to be out for quite a few weeks now with a possible skull fracture, apparently, due to 3 punts from Randy Orton. At least 2 of them connected. I don't know what happened with the other one. He just kicked a wall.
The Young Bucks friggin' on Instagram, man, talking about it. It's no good. Oh, my goodness. The Young Bucks, Randy Orton going out on Instagram about that thing. I was laughing my ass off.
And good old Kevin Dunn gave us the perfect camera angle.
Yep.
Speaking of Kevin Dunn, apparently if you sign up to the Thunderdome, you get instructions from Kevin Dunn on, okay, let's cheer, let's boo. I don't know about you guys, but if I heard Kevin Dunn's voice in my ear for 1 second, I'd be logging straight out.
Well, yeah, it's funny because our good friend Miss Ella J of a Wrestling Gal podcast was one of those people that we saw in the main event from SummerSlam, and she was saying the exact same thing. She's like, they are literally telling us who to boo for and here to cheer for. So, yep, that's what they're doing.
So, 40-ish years, they haven't learned that you can't tell the fans what to do?
Nope.
Okay, you're going to cheer for Roman now. We are fucking not.
So was Kevin Dunn the one telling them to, show a freaking murder?
Okay, you're going to show a photo of Chris Benoit now.
No, that was fine.
I mean, to be honest,
he's enjoying the show.
That was the least offensive one.
Yeah, they had the Benoit guy. They had the person dressed up as a member of the KKK, and you had the Fire Velveteen Dream. What can go?
No.
And the beheading.
I got a better look at that picture of the KKK. That was some sort of meeting because there was another one in the background.
Oh Jesus!
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was a straight up rally of it.
I was just waiting for Will Smith to pop up in the back and go, "Blue Power, motherfuckers!" Miami PD. That is one of the greatest opening sequences to any action movie.
That it is.
Bad Boys for
It
Life.
is. We ain't going nowhere.
So are we just gonna ignore the fact that they like allowed some dude to get murdered on television in the background?
Yeah.
Well, we're not going to ignore it because I just said it about 5 seconds
I
ago.
mean, luckily,
Well, no, you said it, and everybody pat. They're like, nope.
luckily,
Keep on
just
walking.
as the worst part of the video, Retribution just went straight in front of the camera.
Yeah.
That was perfect timing. Apparently,
Sure.
they've decided on 6 members now for Retribution. We know the numbers have been dwindling and the members have been dwindling. But obviously, we've heard names like Dominic Dijak, whatever the hell you want to call him. Mia Yim. Dio Madden was a new name I saw pop up.
I did actually. One of those guys who was beaten up, I believe it was Dominic on the outside, looked like old Dio Madden there. I saw his little belt there. That's a possibility. Yep.
Yeah, Caden Carter was another name. And crap, who was the other female they mentioned?
Vanessa Bourne.
I've heard
That was rumored, but it wasn't the one I saw this week.
I heard Casey as well.
Oh, Casey Catanzaro.
Yeah.
I mean, the group's dead in the water anyway, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, you're telling me.
Just a massive flop. Retribution, a big floppy donkey dick. But in the midst of this Randy Orton, Drew McIntyre stuff, we got the controversial debut, to say the least, of Keith Lee.
Well,
Number one, he's got different music, which is understandable because they're trying to iron out all the CFO money music. I don't know if it was his choice, but it seems to me like they forced him to shave his beard off, which I hate
He
because his
always
beard
does
was so
this
cool.
when he re-debuts or something. It's weird, but yeah, once he shaves the fucking beard, it happened because it happened like 3 different times in NXT.
Okay, then maybe that was his choice. But Keith, the
like-
beard was cool, man.
That's what I'm saying. Stop shaving the damn beard.
And then of course they change his attire a little bit. They make him keep a
Little
hoodie on,
bit.
and they.
Were you?
Well, I mean, he
Oh,
wears a
God,
hoodie
did
anyway.
you
He
s-
just normally doesn't keep it on.
His fucking shorts look like a skirt,
it did.
and
Very
I'm a fat
much. a
dude that
skirt.
likes to wear baggy pants. Okay, and that was his fucking skirt.
Vito Lee.
But yet, my man Otis can run around with his shirt off and gyrate and the whole 9. But
That's not
Keith
even a
Lee, nope,
shirt.
cover it up.
Otis wears a crop top.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
it does.
I mean,
Rocking the crop.
Mandy wears more clothes than Otis.
You're not telling lies, bro. You're not telling lies.
So yeah, a lot of people not happy with the music and the attire and everything with Keith Lee. He also went on Twitter and said, the music's out of my hands, so obviously we know that wasn't his choice. I guess he also said leave it with me, so I guess he's going to be working with them to come up with a new one. Hopefully.
Apparently, come Saturday, he's gonna have it, or Sunday, he's gonna have another one.
Well, what I don't get is they're trying to iron out all the CFOS songs because they get 50% royalties. But they're still using the intro, so surely they're still getting royalties on his new song anyway.
Nah, I don't know.
They still
That
have
whole
the Bask in
copyright
His
thing,
Glory
it's-
thing.
That whole, it's only this much of it can't be copyrighted. Kiss my ass.
Unless they got
Maybe they had
the
it
exact
re-recorded.
same choir to re-record it just for them.
Maybe.
Just come in and sing these 4 words.
Bask in his glory.
Done. You can go home.
Where's our check? You're welcome.
Vince, we could have got you Mike much cheaper.
Yep.
There you go.
There you go.
Now, another confusing thing for me was the very weird dynamic between Shayna Baszler and Nia Jax, who appear to be on the same side now.
Oh God, what is this? The chance of people who don't like each other, and now we're gonna have them team
Yeah,
up to go against
the enemy of my enemy is my friend.
enemy. Yep. Jesus, man. I'll be honest with you. In those two, I just want to see Shayna Baszler. Dare I say it? And I haven't said this word in a while. I just want to see Shayna Baszler Molly Wop
Molly
Nia
Wop.
Jax. That's what I want
Please
to
and
see.
thank you.
Yep.
But my whole thing is Haystacks Calhoun and
Okay.
the Adams
Come on,
Family
that was
reject.
funny.
No,
It was
I'm not.
great.
Okay, I'm not denying that it was fun. How many people really fucking know Haystacks Calhoun?
Okay, fair point, but still, you could tell by the name Haystacks and common sense that she's calling her fat.
Yeah, I did laugh at that.
Well, I mean, you say haystacks, and I think of giant haystacks.
There you go. Go by the day. Absolutely. Listen. Have some hay. It just May. What do you say? Happy Gilmore. You should know this. Come on, Moses. Come
You
on.
eat shit for breakfast?
No.
Actually, Joe, looking through these notes now, it's just dawned on me. It was quite an eventful Raw. And it was also the first one in a long time. They drew over 2 million viewers, which is an accomplishment. Now, it used to be an all-time low.
I was like, goddamn, people are getting bored on Mondays, huh?
But Aleister Black returns. Not only returns, but he turns heel and attacks KO.
What an asshole.
I'll be honest with you. I'm fine with it just because I want to see the match. But also, I'm just like, they weren't doing nothing with them anyway, so you got to do something with them, you know?
I just want to see Aleister Black do something. Even if it means kicking KO in the face.
Sure.
Okay.
I don't know. I just was like, dude, this guy's giving you a cool little talk show. He didn't want to show the video because he knows it's embarrassing. You're like, show the video. You're like strong arming him, and then you kick him in the face because he did what you told him to do.
Yeah.
You sir are an asshole.
Yeah. Black seems to be going through this kind of PTSD thing after losing an eye.
Well, hell, I would too.
Well,
Shit.
yeah.
I lost my eye.
But, I mean, Rey Mysterio just is like, yeah, I'm going to bring my son to kick your ass.
Yeah, Ray's like, I'm just going to put a patch over this mask, and you go get him, kid.
Ray's excited because it meant he got a new mask.
I think
Hell yeah.
Shit, take the other one.
I think watching the relationship between those two, since you mentioned Will Smith at the start of the show, kind of reminds me of Will Smith and Austin Powers, The Spy Who Shagged Me. Daddy loves you. Daddy loves you. Just the two of us. You know what I'm saying, Dazzy Dangerously?
No, wait, Will Smith and Austin Powers? What?
That's what
Austin-
I was.
Okay, Austin Powers, they used the Will Smith song, Just the Two
Oh.
of us.
It's Fred, they did.
I thought you were saying he was in it. I was like, wait a minute, how the hell did I miss Will Smith?
No, man, just the
I
two
know. I
of us.
started playing the movies in my head too.
Daddy
Where
loves
was
you.
he at?
Daddy loves
I
you.
was like, I know Tiny Lister was in it.
Hey,
I know guys
Nope.
on crack make more sense than you.
I'm just trying to see my girl Mary. That's what I think of Tiny Lister. Just trying to see my girl Mary. Why won't you let me in? Because you want to give her drugs. That's why. You son of a bitch.
I guess we can skip over the 24/7 title match because it was just once again another the ultimate hot potato championship. Tozawa rolls up Truth to reclaim the championship.
That title is
Meanwhile,
the embodiment.
Cedric is taking a nap somewhere.
Oh, jeez. That title is the living embodiment of the Wiggles. Hot potato, hot potato, hot potato, hot potato, 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 potato.
I don't even know what
care.
happened to Cedric for like the last 5 minutes of the match. I forgot he was even in it.
Can we just have him turn on Ricochet already?
Well, MVP is still trying to recruit Cedric Alexander.
Well, yeah,
Much
you
to the
gotta-
dismay of Ricochet.
Yeah, you can't break up the cool and the kid and play. Yeah, that's what that does Ricochet and Cedric, the kid and play.
That's true.
Ricochet.
Ricochet, yes.
I need a shirt.
Meanwhile, we have a 6-women tag team match. Yeah, it is what it is. Riot
I
Squad.
want the shit out of this.
Yeah, Riot Squad and crossing 2 rivalries together just because they're all female. Riot Squad and Bianca defeat the Iconics and Zelina, or as they've commonly become known on social media, the Triconics.
No,
Wow.
Yeah, no.
no thanks.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Well, it's broke, and I don't want it fixed. Just throw it away.
Yeah, and then things just took a nosedive with an arm wrestling match.
Because we always got to have an arm wrestling match, man. Bobby Lashley and Apollo Crews stomping on the foot, and he gets the dub.
It's got the word wrestling in it.
Where's Mark Henry? He's the world's strongest man. God damn it. Get him in here. Mark! Come over here. Oh, just,
Bad.
you know what it is, too? I understand what they're doing, and I'm going to say this right now. You know Bobby Lashley's going to take the title from him on Sunday.
Should have did a breast press challenge.
Yeah.
Like Scott Steiner and Triple H should have been a bench press.
Ah, yes, from early 2003, yes, where they're both doing push-ups.
Man, I remember
Yeah.
Triple H is overselling that arm wrestling. Just that little grin from Scott Steiner, and then Triple H turns into a cartoon.
Stripping them down. Here's the thing. That was one of those matches where the build-up using the song of By Trust Company falling apart
That
going
was
into
great.
that match was great. But then the match happens and it just goes out the window.
Yeah, the rivalry sucked.
Ugh. And then you get into No Way Out, and then you're hearing Evanescence Bring Me to Life, and then you're all happy again from the package, and then once again go into the match.
Yeah.
It sucks.
The video packages were the best part of that entire rivalry.
Exactly. And now you want to know why friggin' Scott Steiner wasn't on friggin' WrestleMania 19, and then the next pay-per-view Backlash, he's wrestling on Heat against Chico.
Well, yeah, they didn't have the wellness policy as strict back then either.
That's true.
Rematch from SummerSlam was Asuka versus Sasha Banks for the Raw Women's Championship. I was so afraid that they were going to play hot potato with this as well and just give it back to Sasha, but whew. Thankfully, Asuka is the one of the two who can actually defend the championship.
Shocker.
Yeah. But it took Shayna's interference really to stop Bayley from sliding a chair in the ring for Asuka to stay on course. And of course now we're going to get the Women's Tag Team Championship at Payback. We're actually not doing predictions this week because it's been too much short notice and we don't know many matches yet. So we're going to skip Payback. But Sasha, you're welcome.
I'm okay with that.
Sasha and Bayley will be defending against Shayna and Nia, and I don't know what it is. I think it's the first time ever I've wanted Nia Jax to win a match. Just because I think it'll be funny if Sasha and Bayley lose it all.
Yeah.
And then we just got to get that SmackDown belt off Bayley, which she's clutching.
Yeah, like with eagle's claws.
Her hair must grow really quickly because she keeps shaving the new record in the back of her head.
She's like friggin' whatchamacallit, like crisscross when they had in the back of the head. They make you want to jump. That's what Bayley wants to make you do.
Or she's like
jump,
Tim Allen in the Santa Claus. Shave and then instantly
How do
grows
we know
back.
that? How do we know that she doesn't have that, hair in a can that Macho Man used to use back in the 90s?
That is true, yeah, the hair in a can.
This is why she keeps Sasha around.
Yep.
Hey, make sure to get the back of my neck.
We kind of touched on him, but the show, of course, ends with Retribution attacking Dominic and Ray.
Are we not going to talk about Bobby Lashley just fucking being badass in Raw Underground? That was like the best thing in the show for me.
He's the fucking man because he's an former Armed Forces champion. He can fucking kick ass and take names. Bellator, that's what I'm saying, man. The Bobby Lashley is the shiznit on Raw Underground. Friggin' throwing Dolph Ziggler the way he did, my God.
First off, I got to give my props to Dolph, taking down Bobby Lashley, and he was pissed about it right afterwards. You know he wanted to elbow him in the face like 8 times, and he's like, oh, shit, this is wrestling, not fucking Bellator.
That was the only segment of Raw Underground, wasn't it, too? Like, just Lashley running rampant.
Well, them and then, them being at the door, I'm here to fight somebody. Okay, come on in. And I'm like, that's a lot of smoke in there.
Bobby Lashley equals Buck Wild, man. And that's the thing that you got to love about Bobby Lashley. Don't give him with Lana. Just let Bobby Lashley go out there, spear somebody, dominate somebody, and just have overall wreckage with Bobby Lashley.
Yeah, that's weird, actually. They open the door and there's just smoke everywhere, but when you actually look inside, there's no smoke.
Yeah, right? I was like, is there people hanging out by the smoking area right there by the door?
Maybe Randy is in the hallway taking a break.
Yeah, that sounds like Randy. Or he's in there vaping.
Yeah.
It's their version of the treehouse of the Rascals.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's a nice segue. We're going to go into Impact right about now. But kicks off with Eddie Edwards defending the Impact World title against Rob Van Dam.
All right, I got it.
And the match consisted of a lot of twerking from Katie Forbes.
I got to talk about this. Yes, Katie Forbes has appeared in LFC Lingerie Fighting Championship at LFC 27 against Sheila Crash Cardinal, Sexy Nerdy Inked and Curvy, LingerieFC.com, cheap plug. But when it comes,
Free plug, baby.
So when it comes to Katie Forbes, and I'm going to say this right now, watching her when she was, and I would suggest anybody watch it, when she was Chloe Hertz in Wow Women of Wrestling, Dave McLean's promotion, the man behind Glow, Gorgeous Ladies of Wrestling. She has the fur coat. She's being accompanied by her servants. Yes, they were known as the Rats. She had male rats, people. It was very funny. But when you see her in Impact and all she's doing is twerking, she's making me do what I want to do, and that is absolutely hate her because I'm tired of the twerking and her coming in like a wrecking ball in Rob Van Dam's matches. She's a great heel at what she's doing from the managerial side, but I'm going to say right now that's too much badonka-donk to handle with the friggin' lips on the friggin' buttocks, and then you got Rob Van Dam being Rob Van Dam. It's an overall perfect package, but watching Katie Forbes as Katie Forbes doing this, because she can actually wrestle. She's teamed with Rebel, a.k.a., Reba on AEW before. They both were twerking and shaking their badonka-donks. Hey, I mean, they have that chemistry together as a team, and we've seen Katie Forbes can wrestle, but she's reduced to, I got that booty rocking everywhere, so let me shake what my mama gave me, and that's what we have with the Rob Van Dam, Katie Forbes, dynamic. But, dude, as far as the match goes, Eddie Edwards, Boston Knee Party, booyah.
You forgot the A.
Oh, yeah. I hate
Isn't she the reason they got kicked off of Twitch?
Yeah.
Yes, that's the reason why they got banned for that segment. So here's the thing:
when they made the dick itch.
Yes, and when Katie Forbes was with her girlfriend and Rob Van Dam. So Katie Forbes, you've heard of Baby's Mamas. That's her girlfriend's with Rob Van Dam.
Well, all right then.
Yeah.
Rob's living that life. Like
This
he's
is
like
Jerry
still
Springer
in
shit.
ECW, just partying all the time.
And he's almost 50.
Why does this guy still wrestle the same?
Because he's Rob Van Dam. The whole effing show. But he doesn't have that theme anymore. By the way, I hate that theme. That friggin' like Rob Van Dam. Like, no, I can't feel with that theme,
Yeah, the old one was much better.
The one of a kind.
Well, that's the WWE one. The TNA one was Rob Van Dam.
Yeah.
The whole effing show.
Just that on
Oh,
repeat.
that's got something going.
Van Daminator, Van Crushinator, Van Assassinator. Like, come on, man. You can get through with that.
I'm taking that as a no.
No thanks.
Obviously Eddie gets the win with the Boston Knee Party, but then gets attacked by Eric Young, who basically just yells out that he's challenging Eddie next week. And just in case you didn't catch it the first time, he said he'll see him next week 3 times.
That's all they kept saying. Next week, Eddie! Next week, Eddie! I'm like, all right.
So when are you facing him, Eric?
Next week, Eddie! Freaking sounds like The Shining. Daddy!
And that wasn't the end of it, because later on in the night, Eddie goes searching for Eric Young, can't find him, and he quotes, which I love, quotes Jack Nicholson's Joker, "You want to get nuts? Let's get nuts." Well, actually, no, that was Michael Keaton who said that, my bad.
Okay, well, hold on. You're missing the thing, because it's like you could put that side to side. It's the same thing. Next week, Eddie, Eric Young. Where's Eric Young? I'm like, okay.
There's a lot of screaming in the background. That's all I always know. I was like, God damn, why is everybody yelling for everybody?
Eric. Eric Young. I'm like, all right.
Oh, that can be a subtitle for this week's episode, just Eric Young with lots of exclamation marks.
Have you seen Eric Young?
Oh boy. Meanwhile on Wrestle House, Taya has organised a toga party, and everybody just gets blind ass drunk.
Like that
Yep.
Bad Bell episode.
Especially Taya.
Yep.
Can I just point out? Can I just point out how shitty of an actress she is?
Yes,
Oh, yeah.
you can. Absolutely.
About to say,
Especially to me.
I know 5-year-olds that can act drunk better than her. I mean, it's probably not a good thing, but I'm just saying.
Wait, how do you know what a drunk person looks like? You? Oh, shit.
Well,
Johnny Swinger has somehow convinced
Oh my god.
cousin Jake that there's a party game called Fuji, where you throw powder in somebody's eyes and just yell Fuji.
What are you all talking about Fuji and Baba-san? I'm like, Mr. Fuji and the Great Baba and what says, I love it. He used the term, that ham and egger. That ham and egger duck.
When things open up, you want to try that. Just go out somewhere. Go to a club and just yell Fuji.
You know what it is? I used to hate it just because I'm like, okay, he's just the 80s guy. But now I'm starting to love it just because Johnny Swinger's so goddamn funny. Like, I look forward to seeing Johnny Swinger.
His acting has got much better in Wrestle House.
Oh, my God, he's great. Like, here's a guy that was in the original ECW with Simon Diamond. Then he was in the WWE for a short period of time with Johnny Parisi, for those that remember that briefly on Sunday Night Heat. And then, I mean, before that, he was teaming with your favorite person, Glenn Gilberti, the Disco Inferno, as a part of the NYC with Trinity, the whole nine there. So, I mean, he's come a long way.
Yeah, I don't know his background.
Okay, man, I'm just saying. I mean, he did some WCW extra work, but that was about it, man. You know?
But he plays a little game of Fuji himself on Crazy Steve.
Oh, loved it.
Which leads to match time. Crazy Steve versus Johnny Swinger.
Though. He's like, well, he blinded me, so this should be a blindfold match. And he's like, no, what? No. What? And then it was like, okay. Well,
and also the stipulation, the loser has to dress like the winner next week.
I was like, okay. This is going to be interesting.
Let's fast forward to the second part of Wrestle House, where Rosemary and Larry D are preparing for their date. And everybody's trying to get involved. Lawrence D.
Lawrence.
And everybody's trying to, talk some sense into her and defend Bravo. Bravo finally steps up and slaps Lawrence back into Larry D.
You know what's funny about Johnny Bravo is like what he does as this character. Like, he can actually wrestle. Like, he's one of the trainers at the Can-Am school that they have in Canada, where they've had a lot of the BCW stuff and a lot of that Global Forged and a lot of that what they've done with Gut Check back in the day with Impact. So I think just watching him with his veteran-esque-ness that he has, and a lot of people don't realize it, just he does so great as the character, being the lovable goof, if you will, and just trying to develop a relationship with Rosemary. Dude, I'm loving how all that's coming together, you know?
Well, he's finally come clean to Rosemary and Taya now, and obviously we're going to get a match next week. Winner take all. I don't know what else they're going to get. Probably Taya's alcohol stock.
And Freedom from Wrestle House. Freedom 90. I won't let you down.
I don't want Wrestle House to finish yet, though.
I don't want it to finish either, man, but it might be.
Maybe they can just let some people out, because obviously Taya's not going to want to stay there. Kylie wants her title match.
Ace Austin should stay in Wrestle House.
Yeah.
Yeah. Put Ace Austin in Wrestle House.
I was like, God damn, that's a big ass toga.
Oh, locker room talk came back. Speaking of Ace Austin, with friggin' him and Madman Fulton and the Rascals wanting Madison Rayne to come to the treehouse.
Yeah, they want some green. They got some greenery.
That they do.
So next week, actually, we're going to get the Rascals versus Ace and Fulton.
Yeah. That should be pretty decent.
Yeah,
I think.
Just Des and where's it? I don't know what's happened to Trey.
You know why? You know what Trey's doing? He's spreading his wings and flying away. He's going solo. That's what he's doing. He could be Beyonce, and the other two are the rest of the Destiny's Children, you know?
Oh, poor Des and Wes.
Yeah, buddy.
So obviously last week EC3 stole Moose's bootleg TNA championship, and this week he's vowed to destroy the TNA championship, which I called, in order to move on from the past.
I like it.
But the belt looks so nice.
It does. But it makes sense, and I love it. Just because EC3 doing this whole thing, and we know EC3's doing some stuff in Ring of Honor coming up, but yeah, man, I love it. I love it to death, man. Just give me more EC3 on my screen. I think the last time he fought Moose was when he was the Grand Champion, like a couple of years ago, right? Remember that?
Yeah, yeah. Unfortunately, people remember the Grand Championship.
The Grand Championship. Him and Matt Sydal in that feud for it, too. Yep.
Maybe it's on.
Was it that
Ring of Honor
3-round belt?
Yes, it was.
Like MMA style.
Yep.
I liked the look of that belt, and I hated the concept.
Oh, it was horrible. I mean, every round was like 3 minutes, and it was just meh.
Yeah.
I mean, Aaron Rex was one of the champions there, Mr. Old Damian Santos.
That's right.
Before he turned into, that was before he turned into Liberace.
I was going to say, I was like, was that before or after the turn?
Yep, that was before.
Oh, yeah.
Or should I say the closet reveal?
Yes.
The concept wouldn't be bad, except it can't possibly work in wrestling because we all know it's predetermined.
Yeah.
Facts.
Meanwhile, Brian Myers finally gets a victory. When the hell was the last time he got a win? Apart from teaming with Zach.
Well, and I was going to say solo-wise, I think Apollo Crews in 2016 when he came back and doing the whole thing, Kurt Hawkins. Hold on. We got to talk about this because I am so happy to see the Prince of Queens, Brian Myers, getting the chance to do his thing over Willie Mack, Return of the Mac. And you guys know, being a Long Island guy, I always have a soft spot for Mr. Brian Myers. I'm talking about Creative Pro Wrestling out there on Hicksville, Long Island, one of the top schools in the Northeast. So, I mean, getting to see the Prince of Queens, Brian Myers, man. And it sucks because I can't do Kurt Hawkins anymore. But it's fun to do.
Brian Myers.
Brian Myers!
Yeah, it doesn't have the same ring to it.
Glen Cove, close enough, because that's where he is originally from, Glen Cove, Long Island. So it's close to Queens, but yeah, Glen Cove.
I didn't like how he had to pull out the full moon of Willie Mack, though.
Yeah.
I could have passed without that.
a lot of ass.
I mean, that's just looking at what he does. Like, I mean, with the attire that he has, it's very Mets-esque because he's a big fan of New York Mets and accompanies the body of Major League Baseball over there in New York. But, I mean, look at what Brian Myers done. That's classic heel. Now, here's why I like it. They're actually getting him to do what he can do because the dude can wrestle. That's why. And I'll be honest with you. I heard you guys talk about Matt Cardona, always there, always ready, Matt Cardona in AEW. Yes, very much wrestling like Zack Ryder there to be not much really to it. But when you look at guys like that who really started NYWC, they're coming out to the Backstreet Boys. It's Gotta Be You off the Millennium album, right? You see a lot of dudes coming from a long, long way and doing what they did in WWE. Now they're getting a chance to fly away on the independent scene. Brian Myers and Impact. I don't know what the deal is with Matt Cardona AEW. But all I got to say is, man, let them boys go. Let them go. I'm enjoying what Brian Myers is doing. And Willie Mack, man. Willie Mack was pissed.
Well, yeah, I'd be too if I fucking lost to a dude and hadn't won a match in like 4 years.
Well, we're supposed to forget that. New beginnings, man. New beginnings. It's a rebirth. It's a new day. Yes, it is. In Impact.
Even worse than that, when was Brian Myers' last win in Impact?
When him and Trevor Lee were the tag champs for a week, Dazzy dangerously.
And when was that?
Said for a week.
Was that 2016 as well?
No, I think that was like 2015-ish. Remember? That was 2015. The TNA GFW feud there, and they brought in Brian Myers, and him and Trevor Lee were the tag team champions, and they lost it back to the Wolves. Oh, Eddie Edwards and Davey Richards.
Wow. And now Trevor Lee is taking it to the moon.
Taking it to the moon, baby, Cameron Grimes.
One of the best things on NXT, that guy.
And finally, Impact ends with the women's Iron Man match. Iron Woman match, whatever.
Fucking loved
Great.
it. Absolutely loved it.
And, these sort of frantic finishes are very common in Iron Man matches, but they executed it perfectly in this one. So it gets down to like 2 minutes left, and Grace is up 1-0. There's a ref bump. Grace has got a pin, but the ref's out cold. Deonna then uses the belt to go 1-1, and then with literally 3 seconds to go, Grace taps out to the armbar. 2-1. Perfect.
It was so well done.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. Fuck, dude. My wife was trying to sleep last night, and me and my daughter was watching it, and my wife kept getting pissed off because me and my daughter were just like screaming.
She's like, "Shut the fuck up!"
But it's 1-1.
It's 1-1.
Yeah,
have a decision.
She's gonna hate us next week. Hey, if she's trying to take a nap when we're watching NXT next week for that fucking 60-minute Iron Man match.
Oh boy!
On Tuesday, because of the NHL playoffs, we're now on Tuesday for NXT next week.
Yeah. Oh well. Well, before we get into NXT, I think it's time for the promo exhibition which we got for you this week before the promo bowl kicks off next week. It is Cypher versus Daniel Crimmins. So Mike, obviously you've judged Cypher and you've faced Daniel Crimmins as judge to judge. So, I mean, obviously you've seen both promos.
Yes.
Without giving anything away, what do you make of the new dark Daniel Crimmins?
I created a monster, and nobody wants to see Dan no more, so we got serum chopped liver. No, that's not what I think.
You opened Pandora's box.
Oh, dude. It's one of those things where I'm happy that he's motivated, and I could do that for him when we fought each other at a promo slam on the kickoff show, and I did my spectacle, as you politely and eloquently put it there, Mr. Dazzy Dangerously. It's one of the things where if Dan's trying to go in a different direction, whether it be dark, what have you, he's trying to do something different. You know, he wants to prove, like, hey, I'm not that Daniel Crimmins that you saw in the inaugural promo climax. I'm not the Daniel Crimmins you saw in the inaugural promo climax 2, if you will. It's one of those things. I just said inaugural twice. My fault. It's one of those things where you see Daniel twice. It's one of the things where you see Daniel Crimmins try to do something new. He's trying to find himself, and I think that's cool. Sometimes you have to go dark to light, then light to dark. You have to flip the script, if you will. But for me, if Daniel Crimmins is going to go down that path, do what you do, but also bring that intensity, bring that fire, bring that energy that you so eloquently see with all the competitors. So for me, I just hope Dan keeps doing the damn thing and just staying on his path and trying some ways to, you know, be creative and have fun and also kick some ass and take names. I love you, Mary Jane, Rick James.
Bitch. Well, speaking of dark and creative, obviously Daniel has stepped down as head judge now, and he's been replaced by Crazy Eyes Robert Davis.
It's going to be fun judging with Robert. I cannot wait.
But that doesn't start till next week with a promo bowl. This is just an exhibition. There's no winner, there's no loser. But it is Cypher versus Dark Daniel Crimmins.
I'm just making sure that you can see me. Just making sure that you understand what you asked for. I just want to make sure you realize what you're getting yourself into, and you know, and this is a reason why you probably shouldn't. But right now, currently, I'm at work, and you're making me do this at work. You're making me come at you at work. Like you really want me to do this right now. At the most hated place on the planet, you're making me do this right now. Okay. Well, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, feast your eyes on the execution of Daniel Crimmins. He probably doesn't understand what I'm saying at the moment, so allow me to speak in his native tongue. Hijaba katamba wamba jinkantanana dandonana. He probably still don't understand me because I get him confused with Jabba the Hutt every time I see him, so, you know, ain't no worries there. But, Daniel Crimmins, I gotta say, you calling me out was probably suicide, because I don't really think you understand. Like, I'm not the person you call out. You don't do that. There are reasons why you don't do that, Daniel Crimmins, because one, it's me. It's Cypher. You don't call me out. I call you out. You don't knock on my door. I just gently walk in your door, go straight to the refrigerator, and eat that sandwich that you've been keeping in there for a week, talking about, ooh, I'm going to eat it. But all jokes aside, Daniel Crimmins, look at my track record. And I want you to pay close attention, because obviously you had a lot to say about my track record. I showed up at the beginning of the year, in January, before all of this COVID shit happened, I started in January. I've come a long way since then. And I'm not gonna let someone like you, just a little pebble in the road, stop me from doing what I'm gonna do at Promo Bowl. And that's take the title from the Demoness. Now you're trying to tie yourself in with her, you're trying to get in good with her, but let me tell you something. You're not gonna get in good with her. And it's just not gonna work out, buddy. I'm sorry. But the thing is, right now, Daniel Crimmins, a special surprise, I'm in a room right now that you could probably relate to. I'm in a room right now with the people you've beaten, and this is what they got to say. Oh wait, there ain't nobody here because you ain't beat nobody. Poor Daniel Crimmins. I would have invited Mike Larkin, but he said his hands are still sore from busting that ass, spanking that ass already, so couldn't bring Michael, but you got me, so. Next time, don't knock on my door, just write a note, leave a letter or something. Corey, come out wherever you are. We've been sitting idly by, content, if you will, to just sit back and enjoy retirement. You see, I'll make this very, very simple so that even you can understand. You see, Michael Larkin challenged us, and we responded. And that should have been it. But you saw fit to summon us once more. Big mistake, Corey. You see, I'm not like other people you've faced. Not like your friend Travis the Walker Anderson. I'm not Moses. I'm like nothing you have ever dealt with. You see, in the past, Daniel may have been an easy target. That's okay. And it's true. We are competing in the Promo Bowl. But that's for the future. For now, let's look at you. You see, I see a lot of good things in you. I see a lot of potential in you. But you see, the good in you will be your undoing. You see, I look at you, and what do I see? I see some wannabe rapper that nobody has ever heard of. I see a nice guy. Well, let me explain to you, Corey, or Cypher, or whatever you want to call yourself these days. Nice guys don't get anywhere in this world. You see, in this world, you have got to be cold. You have got to be conniving and sneaky. You have to be willing to do what the other person won't do.
Are they underhanded tactics? To a normal person, yes. But you see, you poked the bear. Now, I want to show you the truth. I want to show you that what happens when you pick on somebody who you shouldn't mess with. I want to show you what's going to happen come promo bowl. What's going to happen when eventually we meet again. You see, we've seen the Flames. We've seen their message. We have been called upon by her. You see, in the past, you were so focused on getting to the demoness. That didn't work too well for you, now did it? Let me make this perfectly clear to you, Mr. Coulter. You will never get that far again. See, I watched your promos. I watched you. I thought maybe you could be something. You got a lot farther in the promo than you ever should have. You should have never gotten that far in King of the Mic. And you will not make it to the end in promo bowl. You see, your end will occur before it even begins. You see, I'm looking into the flames, and I see what will happen when again we cross paths. You see, in the future, I will take every little thing you have. I will take you apart, piece by piece. I will take what is left of your soul, and I will feed it to you. And I will show you what's left of you. I will show you what happens when you play.
Hey, this is Tommy Dreamer, and you're listening to the Max Wrestling Podcast, giving you all your wrestling information to the extreme.
Hey, this is the charismatic enigma, Jeff Hardy. Welcome to the Madhouse.
This is the voice of Killer Krossed, and right about now, we're about to take it to the max. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Madhouse.
That is your promo exhibition, and next week, prepare to enter the promo dome. Yeah, unlike that dome, we ain't gonna have any insensitive pictures and stuff in the background.
True.
Next,
there's a lot of Pikachus.
Yeah, Pikachu's okay. I'll settle for Pikachu. Next week, the promo bowl opens for business. I'm not sure how much news we're gonna get through because we open the bowl in a big way with the first two matches. Daniel Crimmins, as you just saw, will be in action in the first round against the current reigning King of the Mic, King Mo II, Modus Marquez. And we also have Teddy P taking on Chris Maldonado.
Evolution's fucking beautiful, bruh.
A rematch from Promo Slam 4 Countdown Show. Also, we have an exhibition as Alexander Rowan finally makes his promo debut. Well, I mean, technically he's hacked into a couple of promos, but this is his first solo promo against you, Travis.
That son of a bitch.
You let him in.
Let me in.
Hey, the red eyes, man, the red X's on my eyes. I just knew that motherfucker was targeting me. But that's okay. I'm going to piss him off real good next week.
Well, you got a promo title match there, kid.
Yeah, and double duty. Travis is also getting his rematch against the current champion, promo champion, the Demoness.
That's why I'm going to piss him off. Because I got bigger things to focus on.
I'm just saying, man. Vested interest in the promo championship, man. I cannot wait to see what you two do, man. After what we saw at Promo Mania was any indication. I mean, you two, vested interest, man. Gonna be good. Gonna be good.
Well, good. I went a certain way against her at Promo Mania. We all know how that turned out. So I'm definitely going to mix it up. And I kind of liked what I did at Promo Slam. So I might keep that same thing going. I don't know yet.
I know you got to honor your cousin. I understand.
If I can give you any advice as a guy that had 2 shots, had one that failed horribly, revamped, came at it a whole different direction. Don't underestimate nothing and bring your A+ game.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Especially
hey, she's
now.
been in this thing. Hey, she's been in this for a little over a year and only been defeated once. And next week she's gonna be defeated twice.
Oh, strong words. They'd be fighting.
Yeah, you're definitely going to need your A game. As of tomorrow, she will tie Emir, the original promo champion, for longest reign. And of course, on Saturday, she will become the longest reigning promo champion.
You go, girl.
She's already got the most defenses with 3. Travis, Mike, and Emir all had 2.
That's cool.
And the other guy had 1. Moving on. Somebody who didn't even get to defend his championship was the new NXT champion, Karrion Kross, who opened up NXT last night. Confirming, of course, that he had a separated shoulder and has to relinquish the belt, and it absolutely sucks.
Yeah, God, I'm so pissed off we don't get to see that title reign.
That was Killer Kross coming out there at the end. You know, when every time it's told in the end, everybody pays a total TikTok. That was Killer Kross coming out there. That wasn't Karrion Kross. That was Killer Kross.
Is that
it was great.
First time we've actually heard him speak on NXT?
Dude's such an eloquent speaker anyway, man. Like
Yeah, maybe not video form.
Oh, yeah. Well, he doesn't need to speak because the eyes tell the story. Well, he speaks, but the eyes tell the story. And that's kind of like what we saw on Impact.
Yeah, I mean, usually you just get, like, his eyes on screen and then his voice, but I think this was the first time we've seen him actually cut a promo in the middle of the ring.
Yes.
But if I gotta get this one thing off my chest real quick, because social media is this thing that everybody has to do. All day yesterday, I get all fucking on every goddamn fucking news feed. Called it. Motherfucker, did you not see his shoulder?
Everybody
that shit was fucked up. You really think he was I'm gonna muscle it out and defend my... No, you didn't call shit. He was fucking hurt. You knew goddamn well it was a separated shoulder and he wasn't gonna have the fucking belt no more. You didn't call a motherfucking thing.
Triple H even confirmed it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I was like, you knew the day after the show. Oh fuck, his title reign's fucked.
And I mean, if you watch the video where they're working on his shoulder, you could just see that his facial expressions like.
Not only that, you can see the giant dip.
Yep.
Like his like tricep and his shoulder are like, nope. They don't fucking nope.
I mean, Scarlett didn't do him any favors after he won the match by punching him in the chest.
Yeah, right.
Nice going.
Sure.
But I mean, he smiled, so. But of course, every dark cloud has a silver lining, as we already announced. William Regal decided on a fatal 4-way 60-minute Iron Man match for the vacant championship next week. Johnny Gargano, Finn Balor, Tommaso Ciampa, and Adam Cole, baby.
Hey, by the way, speaking of Adam Cole really quickly, goddamn Pat McAfee. That was amazing.
What a debut.
See, I knew this was going to happen. I tell y'all, and I tell y'all, and I tell y'all, and nobody wants to believe. But then this kid goes out there, and he has a basic-ass fucking wrestling match, shows off athleticism, and the only thing he needs to work on is his goddamn tie-ups. Because those were fucking bad. Those were bad. But hey, you know what, dude? I couldn't hit a standing moonsault like that. His moonsault landing on his feet, the fucking air he got off of that senton into the Undisputed Era. I was like, the whole thing was great. Everything about that was great.
And he flipped for the Panama Sunrise.
Oh, right on his fucking head. And then just like Mike here, he sends us the little clip that he has of, is he going to wrestle again? He's just like, look, I woke up the next day and everything was sore. And then I came in on Monday and I'm still kind of sore. And today's Tuesday. And a fucking sword.
I'm sorry.
It ain't
like,
ballet.
Fucking right, it's not ballet.
And of course, we got the question in our group: who had the better debut, Pat McAfee or Dominic Mysterio? Hands down, Pat McAfee.
If he comes back and has any other match, I'm all about it.
Yeah.
Me too.
I mean, Dominic wasn't a bad debut at all. It just
No, but when you get hyped up with all the training that you had, Lance Storm and all the other guys, I expect you to know something. And then your fucking dad's Rey Mysterio.
It also hurt being no holds barred because instead of just showing his wrestling ability, he was just beating Seth up or getting beat up.
And friggin' Angie has to come out, man.
Oh,
Smoke and
Angie.
mirrors.
Only thing it was missing was Samoa Joe. Angie.
Right?
Or CM Punk friggin' singing Happy Birthday to Princess Aaliyah with Angie looking all disgusted.
Yeah. There's that one too. All I know is like when it looked like Seth was gonna go after his mom, dude. Dom flipped that fucking switch. You don't mess with a Mexican's mom, bro. I'll tell you that. Those are some real mama's boys.
Well, we just mentioned Ciampa, but before we get to his return, Breezango had a new tag team champions with a win over Imperium.
Dude,
shocking as hell. Good for them.
7 years. He's been on the main roster and he's been around Fandango. Finally wins a championship. Tyler Breeze, 5 years, finally wins a championship. I was ecstatic. I loved it because they could go and they're good. They're good. I was very happy to see it, even though Bartel and Eitner look like to be going back to NXT UK because that's coming back September 17th. So, yeah, they're going to be back to Malta.
That's fine. I need them with Walter.
Yeah.
Yep.
I need Walter, damn it.
We also just need to see Walter.
Yes.
Well, we saw something, though. We saw Wade Barrett on commentary.
Oh, that was great.
Yeah, he was awesome on commentary. But it still makes me ask the question, like, is he going to hang out? Did he sign a contract? Was this a one-night thing?
Well,
I know he says
definitely
he's coming back next
week.
week.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, how often is he going to say, I'm coming back next week?
I don't know what's going on with Morrow. I guess he's just covering for him.
No, he had a family emergency. Like somebody, I don't want to say it like that, but I do know it. I know it's family related, and he had to go back to British Columbia. That's all I know for sure.
And like you were saying, Daz, Nigel, I believe, is stuck in the UK.
Yeah, and as for Beth Phoenix, she's just playing the Invisible Woman.
Mm-hmm.
No, she's not, because invisible means also quiet, and she's annoying.
You're not a fan of Beth Phoenix on commentary?
I'm not
really
the biggest fan.
I feel like she's trying a little too hard, and that's fine. I can understand that. You know, this is a brand new thing, and you're trying to work it out. But then I think what really killed me is when Pat McAfee showed up that one week and he's on commentary and he made her quit, and I'm like, he didn't really do anything besides talk shit, which was like everything every goddamn heel did in the mid-90s on when Vince McMahon's sitting right next to him. It's the same shit. Who cares? Like, Vince didn't say, "Up, you guys, you're making fun of these guys. I'm out of here."
Or Paul Heyman and JR.
Yeah, thank you. That's
that was
part
so
of the gimmick.
good. He pushed his buttons so many times just to get a reaction.
Yeah, I think it's funny as hell. Oh, I never noticed until last night that Beth Phoenix isn't actually there.
Yeah, she's never there. They also we're alongside Beth Phoenix, and then she's not there, and then she just starts talking from nowhere.
Like, I was legit just playing along, just laughing, just because I didn't know what the fuck you were talking about out of all the John Cena jokes and whatnot.
Oh, those are the best.
And then last night, I was watching, I'm like, okay, this all makes sense now.
But I don't know where she's, like, obviously she must be recording from home, but I don't know how they're doing it, because it sounds like they're perfectly sat next to each other.
We're doing it.
Well, I mean, I can drive up the road and find out if she's at home.
That's what I was about to say.
Go ahead.
You live close to where Edge and Beth Phoenix live.
Yeah.
No, it's all remote recordings. So they get, like, it's like they pretty much do, like, the audio for, like, a podcast while they're watching the show. But then they record it. It's really weird and interesting. But if you pay attention to, like, Morrow, if you remember that takeover where, like, you could see him sitting on his couch, you could see his entire setup, like, right there on the table. And they're just like having, like, a Skype call, but they record that audio paste it with everything else. Very simple, but yes, very very clean.
Yeah. That must be some great equipment.
Yeah, you're telling me.
Well, speaking of living that close, you know what? Like we've had just Travis sitting outside observing squirrels. One day we're just gonna be recording, and he's gonna go, "Yeah, it's Edge and Beth Phoenix."
I fucking wish. See, the thing is Edge did a video. I think it was for one of the WWE behind the scene shows on the network, and there's Sundays are his cheat days, and he goes to the same place every Sunday to get his cheat meal, which are donuts. And there's this little donut shop downtown Asheville. I know exactly where it is. It's just my lazy ass can't get up at fucking 6 o'clock in the morning to get up there in time.
I was gonna say, you know where he's at, you know all this shit, and you have yet to get a picture.
Yeah, I know, right? That's the thing. Well, I mean, with COVID and everything, and in the town that they live, he's basically also next door neighbors with Dash now too. Wilder just bought a house down the road from him. And plus,
Dax and Cash.
They're always, yeah. And then you look on they're on this side of me, and the exact same distance from them, but on the opposite side of me, that's where Braun Strowman lives, or it's from. So I'm damn surrounded by all these motherfuckers, and I know where all of them hang out. It's just my lazy ass.
I'm too goddamn lazy to go and fuck over there.
Exactly.
Goddamn Travis.
Well, I mean, the thing with Edge is it's kind of weird to just, go downtown Asheville where everything's closed because it's a freaking Sunday morning at 6, 7 o'clock in the morning. And he gets the VIP treatment and gets to come in an hour early before they open.
Get you some donuts.
Yeah, I know. So, I mean, I can't just go
or something. What an asshole.
Oh, yeah. Trust me, I'm going to get up there soon enough.
Hey,
So I'm going to get up there.
I will say this about the Carolinas. There is one human being from the Carolina who needs to just get an ass whooping, and that is that dude that stalked Sonya Deville and went into the home. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, as well as everybody else that kept sending him messages.
Yeah, go ahead, Moses.
No, that dude, I really hope that people find out just exactly how fucking creepy you are, dude, because you're going to find out what they do to creepy dudes like that in jail.
Yep.
And you're gonna learn the hard way why you don't fuck with people just for the sake of fucking with people. And all these stupid text messages, you fuckers are gonna learn too. You think you're not gonna get caught. Guess what? You're gonna get caught. And then these big old nice smiley guys in jail that you think aren't gonna fuck with you, oh, they're gonna fuck with you every goddamn day. And it's gonna be glorious.
It's gonna be absolution.
Love it. Redemption to its fullest. She's been through so much, poor girl. And you know what I mean? I'm glad they decided to change the whole stip so she didn't have to shave her head.
Yeah, and give her the time off.
But at the same time, it's now you got to get out of Florida because it's stupid people. And that's where your job is. Ridiculous.
Yeah, I just hang around with Triple H.
Fucking A, right? I'm not fucking with that dude. Hell no. Sledgehammer everywhere he goes.
Like we mentioned, there was a return on NXT, which was Tommaso Ciampa, who squashes Jake Atlas.
Oh, poor Jake Atlas.
Well, that wasn't the worst of it.
He didn't squash him.
He killed him.
He squashed him in the match and then killed him.
I don't know what was worse, the murdering on fucking Raw or the actual live murder on fucking television.
Stop! He's already dead.
Dude, he was already. Are you kidding me? He fucking murdered this dude and was like, "Oh, he's on the stretcher. I'm gonna fucking DDT him right on his forehead."
Oh.
I was like, bro.
I've missed Evil Ciampa.
Right? I wrote on the Facebook, so I was like, "Yep, he's super dead." Everybody says dead. Oh, him dead. He's so dead. Him dead. You know, he dead. And I'm like, nope, super dead.
I tell you, he did.
Oh, yeah, I said he did. You couldn't know he did.
Oh man! So like in the Fatal 4-Way next week, we're gonna have Ultimate Heel Ciampa plus heel home husband guy Johnny Gargano. I don't know what the hell his gimmick is anymore.
Ladder, I'm not fixing my home.
First and foremost, I love the turn. He's like, I'm gonna win the NXT North American Championship, and then friggin' turns heel Gargano, and I'm gonna take over NXT, doing it the Gargano way, and then just friggin' back to normal. And I'm just like, okay, all right. I thought it was cool at the beginning, but I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm kind of just getting sick of that whole entire shit. Just every time they're at home and they're all friggin' normal, and then it turns to, and then he's a heel. You know, I just like, ugh.
Yeah, I mean, I enjoyed Candice's promo on Tegan.
Yeah, that I did enjoy because that's history. I look forward to seeing that match.
I think the best part of the entire show though was Robert Stone getting ran over.
Yes,
that tank went right up his ass.
And, well, so as someone who has seen Robbie E from the beginning, Mr. Rob Echoes, when he used to team with a pasty ginger by the name of Billy Bax in NYWC, and he also used to team with Matt Stryker back in the day and doing his thing, fist pumping Impact. That dude, I'm going to say this right now, he's fucking funny. I laugh every time. And
he's hilarious.
He's great. Like, the fact that he took that right in the asshole, finger popping each other's assholes, right in the asshole, friggin' with the tank. I died. I laughed. Shotzi Blackheart, and last night Moses Marquez and Travis got an awakening that yes, she did sell her poo for $5, but I digress. It's one of the things. It's one of the things that is just so funny, and I died. It was great. I'm gonna shut up.
Okay, see the thing with that is like I said it last night. I'll say it again. I love Shotzi, but I don't love her that much. But at the same time, I don't know why, but I look at her, I'm like, I can see it.
I was just going to say the same thing.
She looks like that type of person to do that.
She's the type of person to sell her poo and then ram a tank right up your ass.
Yeah.
First and foremost, I'm just happy she got her gear back because that's another asshole.
Yes.
She's getting robbed. Oh.
That just, like, you're going to fucking break into her car, take her shit. But then, hey, hands off to the fucking creative crew. They tried to have a helmet ready for her, like, ASAP.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That was good.
Can we stop terrorizing WWE talent, please?
Yeah, really?
What the fuck is wrong with people?
Oh, they're celebrities, so they can afford this bullshit.
It's like that dude that constantly stalks the Performance Center who should just be in jail already.
Did that dude get shot?
No, I don't think so.
I swear to God, they said he got shot.
Did he get shot? I did not even hear about this. Oh, wow. Okay. Good.
Who was he trying to get after again?
Lacey Evans was there.
Yes. Dana Brooke. There you go.
Stop being weirdos.
All I know is like I remember the whole thing. He's like outside there, like flexing. He's trying to do like the Shawn Michael thing, and a couple seconds later, he's got a bunch of bullet holes in him.
Him dead.
Him dead.
Well, we skipped over another return. Very surprising return.
Oh, Austin Theory.
Yeah. Interrupting Bronson Reed.
That slap.
Yeah, he deserved it.
That slap was for every fucking dad of a teenage daughter. That's what that slap was.
There you go.
Jesus, Stephanie's gonna have to make a return on television just to slap somebody to make people forget that, hey, remember, I'm the slapping people around here. They're not this fucking guy.
Yeah, there's been a lot of slaps recently in WWE.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe they're making up for it because Stephanie can't be at the Performance Center. She seems to be stuck at home.
That's what I'm saying. She's the only one allowed to slap people. Now everybody else is slapping people.
Linda McMahon was a good slap.
Yeah, she was.
Everything else, not so much.
Yeah.
No. Like taking a stunner.
Oh.
No, I was more just talking about her very robotic promos.
Oh, okay. I was just going to say, because she also can't take a stunner.
And the miraculous recovery at WrestleMania 17.
Oh, Linda rose from her chair.
And the great thing is, you see Vince sort of spread his legs ready for the kick.
Go ahead, kick me in the grapefruits.
Lay it in there, Linda.
Genetic jackhammer no more.
Well, I mean, he probably didn't have many genetics anyway after all those steroids.
Oh!
We had a crew. I can't even segue to the next match.
Cut it out. It's infection after.
More like a genetic croquet hammer.
Just segue like Vince McMahon's legs.
Oh!
And spread into the next match, which was for the Cruiserweight Championship.
Santos Escobar, bro. And Isaiah Swerve Scott. I had flashbacks, Lucha Underground.
Thank you. I was just going to say, the last time I saw this match, both dudes had masks.
Yep. And this was a loaded mask. You've heard of loaded forearms.
Thank you. Okay, you want to know what? This is one of the big reasons why I fucking love Mike. Mike, who is the dude best known for the loaded mask?
Oh my God! Well, I know Cowboy Bob Orton with the forearm, but the loaded mask, it's a Lucha Libre wrestler, and I should know this. Okay, who was it?
No, Mr. Wrestling.
Oh, Oh, you're going back all that way. I was thinking Lucha Libre.
Yeah.
That's right. All right.
Mr. Wrestling used to use loaded mask all the time, and then I think it was not the Assassins, the Russian Assassins 1 and 2.
Okay, there you go.
And they followed up again in the 80s.
All right. You got me on that one.
Wow,
I knew
Mike just got schooled.
That's okay. It's fine. I don't know everything, so it's all right. I can learn something new. We all learn something new, even the podcast.
I mean, you should do Mr. 400 fucking days.
Well, 600 something days.
I was talking about the one reign on its own.
Oh, okay.
Not combined.
Shush.
Simmer down.
All right. Well, still, Mr. Wrestling. Yes, very nice. So, anyway, the loaded mask. Fuck. The loaded mask. That was cool though, just because it's different, and we've hardly ever seen a loaded mask like Moses just said, Mr. Wrestling. I thought that was cool. It was a different nuance, you know.
Nice tribute as well.
Yes.
Yeah. We only recently lost Mr. Wrestling.
Yeah.
Really good match. Excellent finish. Like it's gonna play in, and then I've eventually he's just gonna start showing up to the ring in the mask. I don't know. They're gonna work it out. It's gonna be something cool though.
It's gonna be good.
Now we had Kyle O'Reilly versus Drake Maverick. Obviously we knew which way this one was going to be. Kyle O'Reilly's clearly coming into his own as a kind of leader. Hint of Undisputed Era.
What are we doing now? Are we gonna have Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish against Drake Maverick and Killian Dane? Bobby Fish.
God, this really bugged me because Fish and Strong are obviously jump in the ring. They start the post-match attack. Killian Dane runs down to make the save. Now, while he's running down the ramp, Roddy Strong is holding a chair.
I saw that.
And as soon as Dane enters the ring, he drops the chair to go and punch him. Why? Just use the fucking chair.
Damn it. Because maybe after a few punches, I can backbreak him.
If I surprise him with a punch, then I can pick up the chair again and then hit him with a chair. No, just hit him with a chair.
No. That makes too much sense.
We're going to have a fight. I'm going to drop a weapon. Why?
He's like, because he would see it coming and he'd block.
But no, I don't expect Maverick to team with Killian Dane because Killian Dane then dropped Maverick.
I was going to say, we killed him.
Yeah.
Poor fucking Drake Maverick. This
Everybody's
guy pours his heart out and he's just getting killed every week.
Yeah, he's just like, thank you. Bang.
Poor Drake Maverick. And I like Drake Maverick. But yeah, it's just...
Isn't it bad enough he still hasn't consummated his marriage because he still hasn't won back the 24/7 title?
Those things are blue. Dark blue. Purple even.
A main event, Moses, you said you didn't really care much for it, was Dakota and Raquel versus Io and Rhea.
Okay, I'm going to say this right now. I cannot wait for Mercedes Martinez versus Rhea Ripley.
Yeah, we need that now. I need her to stop interfering in these fucking matches. Like, have a goddamn match. And then fucking the goddamn Giant Gonzalez's daughter out here, Raquel Gonzalez, doing nothing, fucking nothing. And I still would rather see her in EO against fucking Dakota in EO any day.
Well, okay, hold on. Jesus, man. Raquel Gonzalez or whatever. Okay, Reina Gonzalez, Raquel Gonzalez, what have you. I still call her Reina because she was in the Mae Young Classic. So her thing is just she's brute, she's strong, pump handle, slam, whatever the hell that is, 1, 2, 3. And I get it what they're doing, but I'll be honest with you, I have to agree with Mr. Moses Marquez over here. After seeing her in the Mae Young Classics and just her overall wrestling, I'd rather see Mercedes Martinez, the vet that she is, with friggin' Rhea Ripley than watching Rhea go against Reina Gonzalez or Raquel Gonzalez. And yes, it is in real life that they are the best of friends. They call themselves R&R, but still, it's just like, I'm not Reina Gonzalez. She's got the stature, but I'm just like, not a fan of Miss Raquel Gonzalez. I'm kind of with it. You know what I'm saying?
Somebody called her Big Mommy Cool.
I mean,
that's what she's supposed to be.
She's trying to be Diesel, but Diesel actually did more.
Yes.
And he made it look decent.
Well, if you ask Jim Cornette, he only had 5 fucking moves, goddammit.
Everybody did in the 90s.
Well, it's more than Raquel.
Yes, that's true. Well, that is true. Yes, everybody did in the 90s. You're correct on that.
Everybody had 5 of their own moves, and then everybody did a hip toss, on an armbar, and a suplex, and a body slam.
Arm drags.
And arm drags.
And
drop toe holds.
Yes, and the Jericho armbar on the
And also everybody did the whip into the ropes, then bend over ready for a backdrop, and then get kicked in the face. Everybody did that in the 90s.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Well, that was NXT. Obviously, there was no AEW last night. We had it on Saturday.
All right, I got a comment on this. Mimosa and the bubbly and the friggin' vat there, whoever wins with Jericho and Orange Cassidy, my God.
So bad.
What?
But only Jericho could make it work.
But what? Like what are we doing?
It's really off the wall, but I kind of like it. I don't. I really don't. I'm lying.
If it was anybody else, it wouldn't work. But you got Jericho, who's a creative genius, and then you got Orange Cassidy, who's just as cartoonish as they come.
Yeah, well then, this is where I also get to thank Brian Myers, because we get the greatness that is MJF against Jon Moxley now. Which I cannot wait for.
He's fucking crying as he's like cutting this fucking promo.
He cried real tears.
It's a very dangerous move.
Pay the man extra.
It's so good.
Yeah, he's good. That's all you can really say about Mr. Maxwell Jacob Friedman. He's so good. Oh, that's why I'll be honest with you. Like, and everybody I saw was complaining because when he started doing the campaign stuff, he's like, "Oh, he's copying EC3," and I'm like, "Yes, they've done that, but still, it works." And if you could have a cocky little sumbitch like him, you know what I'm saying? You cannot go wrong with that.
Let's be honest, though. MJF took it a little bit further than EC3 did.
He did. Here's the thing that he did not have. He did not have the great barbershop quartet that EC3 had. For he's the number one contender. I love that. He had a barbershop quartet for when he was the champ and when he was the number one contender. It was awesome.
It does sound pretty awesome.
But man, Dynamite ending last week was just chaos.
Oh, Brody Lee just putting a whooping on that boy Cody.
Cody's dead.
It was like a horror film.
Yeah.
Absolutely pissed off about that.
I know you were really angry, Mr. Fuck Dark Order over there.
Yeah, man. Fuck Dark Order. Fuck Brody Lee. They could have done so much better with him. I don't like this gimmick. I said it before he even debuted in AEW. I do not want him with Dark Order.
Go watch BTE. You'll change your mind.
No, I won't, because
yes,
I have.
Would. Well, it's hilarious, and you're terrible if you don't like it.
Okay, yeah, it is funny. Don't get me wrong, but I don't like it though. He could be so much bigger and better without the Dark Order gimmick.
By the way, is there like a rumor that they're going to put Eric Redbeard in the Dark Order now to have friggin' Harper and Rowan back together?
Oh, can we please stop reuniting them?
Somebody had said that they was like a spoiler that he had already debuted in AEW. But I have yet to see it.
I have yet to see that.
I mean, unless these guys are taping like a fucking month in advance, I don't know.
Well, and he's not going to be Rowan anymore because he can't. So now he's just going to be Eric Redbeard.
Stupid.
Yep. Eric Redbeard.
I mean, I dug the ending of last week. I think it was the best they've done so far with Dark Order. For me, it had a feel of the Manson family committing a murder on live TV.
Mm-hmm.
And he even punched John Anderson.
Yes, he did.
I
Down goes
no,
Arn.
I was like, no, don't punch Arn.
And after
but
all,
did pop when Arn started beating people up.
All this chaos, all these guys getting laid out and everything, and then Brandy still decides to come out and jump in front of him.
God damn it, Brandy!
I'm very happy they didn't win that tournament though, because people would have raged.
God, I'm sorry to cut you off. But thank God, friggin' Evilisa Diamante won. I was so happy to see that.
Yes,
exactly. Couldn't agree more. Could not agree more.
Because I was also laughing at the people when the tournament began, saying, "Oh, she's just booked herself to win the tournament." Nope.
Negative. Nope.
Also, we didn't have to see any more Cameron.
Oh,
yay!
Girl, bye. Apropos that she says it. Girl, bye. Get the fuck out of here. Okay, because you gotta understand. So, I'm sorry. Friggin' from the days of Melina versus Alicia Fox, and I get to get this off my chest, so let me get this really quickly. Melina versus Alicia Fox as her best match because she's new into watching wrestling, and then she's a Funkadactyl, and then she turns heel, and then friggin' covers Naomi the wrong fucking way, you stupid son of a bitch. And then she voluntarily goes back down to NXT, and she still absolutely sucks. You get an A for effort for trying. But you still absolutely suck. Thank you, Daz. You still absolutely suck. And then all of a sudden you just turn up on AEW. Turn up, you know what I'm saying? Turn up from the floor up, turn down for what? And it's like, you still suck. Get the fuck out. And she did.
You also pronounced her name wrong.
What?
Alicia Fox.
Alicia Fox.
It's not right unless you say it like Noam Dar.
Noam Dar is the fucking man.
So thanks to all this scheduling, shifting around, we have Dynamite tonight. By the time some of you listen to this, it'll probably be yesterday. But the lineup is, in case you haven't already seen Dynamite, for those watching it on a Friday or a Saturday or a Sunday, is Sammy Guevara versus Matt Hardy in a table match.
Oh, yeah.
Please bolt all chairs to the floor.
Please,
the heavy one.
God, this is gonna be freaking brutal. Yeah. Did you see the chair that Matt pulled out from under the ring? Yes. It was freaking cushioned.
It was cushioned, but it wouldn't fold.
Yeah, that's the same kind of chair that he heaved. That he got his head thrown, his head busted open with. It's all just this giant solid mass of a thing.
I mean, man. I think Sammy should have called an audible, really. I mean, if he knew the chair wouldn't fold, instead of throwing it, just go and hit him with it. At least you can do that safely.
Well, he thought he could get his hands up and block it, and I guess what he didn't realize is, holy shit, this thing's heavy, and he, in the heat of the moment. And I would have thought that too. I would have been like, no. But I mean, would you have really been making fun of him if he decided to pick this chair up? No, I don't like that one, and they went for a different one. But if it even mattered.
No, the one he couldn't fold, I would rather he'd have just gone over to him and hit him with it physically instead of throwing it at him.
Yeah. Hit him in the gut.
But we also have a gauntlet to determine who faces Kenny Omega and Hangman at All Out. It features FTR, the Young Bucks, Best Friends, Best Friends, and a Natural Nightmare.
Best Friends, yes. Okay, I'm going to say right now, it's not going to be the Natural Nightmares.
It's not going to be
Best Friends.
Young Buckies.
Lucha Brothers and Young Bucks already have a match scheduled for All Out. It's a ladder match.
Right. What?
They do?
With an FTR, baby.
That was last year.
Oh, yeah.
Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
You ruined it.
I just saw it.
Yeah, they've been replaying last year's All Out.
They replayed on YouTube. That's true, yes. That's true.
To make up for not being on Wednesday, they've been showing, old shows
Yeah, they
later
put
on.
All Out on
I was about
YouTube.
to
Was
say,
there
Travis,
like
is John over there?
was there like a special
Yeah, it was on
name
YouTube.
for it?
Oh, the ladder match?
Escalado del Muerto.
Escalado del something, yeah.
Okay.
Ladder
Well,
of
maybe it
Death.
was an old advertisement then.
Okay.
Well, the problem is like I guess it's around the same date, or
That is
the
true.
exact same date, so it keeps fucking it up.
It is
doesn't help.
confusing.
It is very confusing.
We also have a contract signing. Everybody has to have a contract signing these days for Mox and MJF.
Jonathan. That's also what I like about it, because he keeps calling him Jonathan.
Well, his name is Jonathan Good.
It is, but it's just funny listening to him call him Jonathan, because it reminds me of when CM Punk used to call Randy Orton Randall.
Randall.
Wait a minute. What's Moxley's middle name? If it starts with a B, that's brilliant. Oh, it's David.
Oh,
Damn it,
JB.
Moxley's parents. You should have called him something beginning with B, then it would have been Johnny B. Good.
Right.
Go, Johnny, go! Go! Go, Johnny, go! Go!
Instead, he's Johnny D. Good.
You got that new sound that you listen to? This is your cousin Marvin. Back to the future, baby.
Yeah.
Cousin Marvin.
Listen
to this.
You know that new sound you've been looking for? Listen to this.
Oh, that's a shame. Renee Young didn't take his name. Her name would have been Renee Good. She good.
Cool.
Yeah, that's good.
That's good.
That's good.
Speaking of Renee, do you guys think she's going to AEW?
Hell yeah.
Nah, I could see maybe like a ESPN thing. I mean, Charlie Caruso does some stuff with ESPN. That'd be cool. She has connections there. So, I mean, I would see something more like an ESPN, maybe like Fox Sports or something.
But
I say Fox.
I wouldn't falter if she went to AEW.
What's that?
I still wouldn't falter if she went to AEW, though.
Oh, yeah, no.
No, I'm thinking Fox myself. Somebody told me that there's a big like, don't be surprised if she ends up on the NHL network. And I'm like, oh, that's right. She is Canada. She's Canadian and a big hockey fan.
Yep.
Maybe she'll get a cooking show.
She might take, yeah, that's what I was about to say. Maybe get a cooking show or
I heard about
from that with her cookbook.
I was yeah, cookbook.
Remember everybody's disappointment when she said she's got a big announcement coming and it was a cookbook and everybody's like,
that made me laugh. I died. By the way, there's one thing that's great about AEW in a way, airing on all these different days now because of the schedule, like the NBA playoffs and all that stuff. Moses Marquez, I got to say this to you, man. The fact that you were getting all in your many ways bowed up that friggin' Dynamite aired like a half an hour after the damn NBA game made me laugh because I saw you getting all angry on your friggin' posts in RWT.
Well, because, okay, like, here's the thing. Being a sports fan, I already know how it is. Anytime there's a fucking NBA game, it could say 5 minutes left. Guess what? If it's fucking close, expect 15 because it's going to go. And then in the final 2 minutes, everybody's going to get fouled all fucking day long. And then they're going to take a free throw and then a timeout. And then they're going to hit. It's just like, come on, bro. We need to figure out something else. You either need to start it on fucking YouTube, start it on fucking TBS. What the hell is on TBS at fucking 3 p.m. on a Saturday? What, old-ass Family Guys that you can't push? Like, come on, dude. Figure out something else. I'm just saying. Especially, I mean, I mean, now it doesn't look like the playoffs are going to be a thing, but
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So, I mean, all this rant could be for nil, but heaven forbid they decide to go back. They need to have a backup plan. Like I said, YouTube is a good idea. TBS is another good idea. Just even if it's only like half an hour, like it's a half an hour time slot. It's not that big a deal. But get us the start of the show, and then when it's time to kick it in, you can go straight to the action.
They didn't do too bad on Saturday.
No, they actually still did pretty good. About normal.
Especially with TakeOver like overlapping the last hour or so as well.
And they still won every demo.
Of course, Demo God.
And 50 plus.
There's also one more match for tonight that we haven't mentioned. It's the return to the ring of Britt Baker.
Oh.
Yay!
Big Swole versus Britt Baker, Penelope Ford, and Reba. Apparently, she's officially named Reba now.
If she climbs to the top to do a moonsault and climbs back down again, it'll make my night.
You know what it is too with Reba when she was Rebel in Impact Wrestling, man. I gotta say this right now: when she was a part of the Dollhouse and the Menagerie, I thought she sucked badly, but then she improved a little bit. What?
I love the Menagerie.
I know you love the Menagerie. I'm saying her, not. I'm not talking about Crazy Steve and the Freak.
No,
Rob
I thought
Terry.
she was great too.
Hold on, man. I'm talking. All right, wait a minute. I'm talking about wrestling wise, not looks wise, man. You know what you're doing.
Oh, okay.
You know what you're saying. Right? Stop it. I know what you're doing. Stop it. All right. I know where you're going here. Anyway, I digress. So it goes back to Reba. When she was
It's
on
only
NXT,
because I've met Rebel.
I know you have, man. I know you lucky son of a bitch. So
With Crazy Steve.
Shut up. So when she was doing stuff in NXT on a tryout with her and Amber Nova, she has improved. I think she did a couple of works, like I mentioned, with Katie Flores. But I like Reba. I think she's funny with Britt Baker and Penelope Ford. Oh, man, Penelope Ford. Yeah.
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 I kind of went off then when you said Penelope Ford.
Well, you're not a Penelope Ford.
Yeah, she's hot.
No, I went off in a good way.
Yeah, I started envisioning.
Also, I digress. On another note, going back to Crazy Steve, if anybody's interested, his autograph is basically a smiley face.
That's great.
I love it.
See, I love that.
No one has a better autograph than Jeff Hardy.
Oh, that is true. I do agree with that.
I don't know what it is about his autograph. It's just so cool.
Yes.
Well, I mean, it's basically a work of art when Jeff gets a pen in his hand.
Mm-hmm.
I was going to totally make
I like Jeff Hardy's autograph so much, I decided to put it on my skin.
Yes, that's the preview for tonight's Dynamite. And of course, Mr. Brody Lee, will be celebrating being a new TNT champion.
Celebration.
Was that actually pieces of the old belt in the bag that he smashed over Cody's head?
It sure sounded like.
Yeah, sounded like real shit to me.
It's like you could hear it just clinking, and when he dumped it on him.
God damn, Cody!
Like, damn.
Cody's gonna kill himself for that damn company.
Hey,
he really is though.
You think that he used the same sledgehammer that he broke the throne with?
I really, really hope so. Okay, that's Dynamite. Now, ladies and gentlemen, mark your calendars for November 19th, because it's time for some real cowboy shit. Max Wrestling presents Promo Series 5 Enemy Lines. It's going to be a wild night as the Phoenix defends the Knowledge Championship in a traditional winner stays on gauntlet. So far, his first confirmed opponent will be none other than Moses, looking to no longer be the only former Knowledge Champion with one reign.
Hey, the inevitable is going to be there, bro. Trust me. It's all coming to fruition. Because I remember the last time I went against Phoenix and we had the whole, I knew all your questions and you knew all my questions. Well, guess what, homeboy? Last time that happened, we flip-flopped. You ended up beating me. Well, this happened this past time. I had a whole bunch of questions that I didn't know shit. And then you got a whole bunch of questions. I knew them all and you didn't know shit. So guess what? I'm sure the tables will turn next time. Doesn't matter who else is going against it. There's no shot. I'm taking that thing back. Come hell or high water.
Also depends on the draw as well. I mean, who goes first, who goes second, and who goes third. Because Phoenix may not even be the Knowledge Champion if we get to stage 2 or 3. Sorry, Phoenix, to put a cloud of doubt over you. And we'll find out in about a week and a half who the promo champion will be, either the Demoness or the Walker, but they will be defending at the promo series against the 3 finalists of the promo bowl in the 4-way. You ready for it, Mike? Microphone standoff.
Microphone standoff. Yeehaw. Yep.
So got it. It'll be me and 3 other geeks. Got it.
Nice. I mean, Travis, you know about Fatal 4-Ways, right?
I know a thing or two about it.
So do you, Mike.
I know, I won.
So he knows a little bit more than I think.
I mean, speaking of Moses, maybe playing triple duty because he also has a promo exhibition as it's El Jefe's turn to face the Shape.
Yeah, buddy.
And
that guy called me from the ranch the other day. He's really loud.
And if you haven't heard Mike mention it yet, you haven't been paying attention, because he also has a promo exhibition against the aptly named Brittany Savage.
When doesn't this fucking guy have a promo exhibition?
I'm done after November. Then I got you son of a bitch.
Oh yeah. Well, that's not an exhibition, baby. That's what we call the big time.
Yes, the Mo and Larkin show. Yes, but yes, as
the
regards
Mollywop.
Yeah, Mollywop. So
I like that.
You like that too. When it comes to Brittany Savage, you got the boy from the EI was popping night against the girl from the mean streets of Wisconsin, living about 15-20 minutes up the road to Brittany Savage from yours truly. So I mean, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be good. And it's gonna be a whole lot of pop culture, man.
Good.
Good.
And for more information on promo series, go to maxwrestlinguk.weebly.com.
Right, let me just finish my last sentence. My bad, I'm sorry. So, Dazzy, dangerously, you and I are close, and you know I love you to death. Like, so you know what I'm fitting to do against Brittany Savage at promo series, right?
Now you say that, and people get worried.
No, but I told you what I'm doing, so you know what I mean. You know what I mean. You know what I'm doing, right?
Yes.
You saw a preview of what I'm doing, right?
Yes.
Do you think I can hang with the Savage?
No. Well, you showed me a little preview. My reaction was, it's a good thing you're friends.
There you go. It's going to be good. It's going to be good. Hey, you didn't hang with the Savage there, Mr. I'm back. You lost.
Okay, but I still hung though.
Okay. Well,
let's be honest. Nobody beat her in the league.
Well, I'm still hung. So.
That is true. Well, I mean, I'm just saying you were too busy worried about Robert fucking Davis and your promo there. And Robert fucking Davis is now a judge. So, yeah. Yeah.
Well, the silent bell has rung, and it's time for us to bid you adieu. So before we go, remember to like and follow Max Wrestling on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and Instagram, Max Wrestling UK. We're also on SoundCloud, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Play, iHeartRadio, and CastBox.
CastBox!
Somebody needs to
All
stop
right, Mr. Justin Roberts over there.
Yes.
Yeah, right.
And if that wasn't enough,
Moxley! Yes.
I was gonna say.
you can also find us on Wrestling with Wrestling, which is Andre Corbiel's YouTube channel. You can find me at the Captain512. You can find Travis at Walker_TA92. And Twitch no longer makes your dick itch. So don't be a wanker and check out Anchor with El Jefe.
Oh, hey, the whole everything. That was awesome.
Sorry. That was great.
Everything was great there. Yep, SMRPodNet. Check the whole thing out. Last week's the Saturday edition of AEW that we talked about, and last week's NXT, that review's dropping later today, and then probably Saturday I'm gonna drop the other one early just to get it the hell out of the way. So be prepared for a lot more retros coming. Found out there's actually like a mini pay-per-view Clash of Champions, so that's gonna get covered alongside a Raw and Nitro, which is actually going to make for a really long fucking episode. But it's okay.
Cool. And it's been a while. Mike, who you been talking to?
I got to keep my composure after friggin' Don't Be a Wanker and Anchor, man. Good Lord. So, you guys can check out the latest edition of Beauty, Strength, and Dominance, the 3 key elements that make women the work of art that they are, on the LFC Lingerie Fighting Championships website with Maya Richards, the 2020 poster model for Sturgis, the Chip Man, Sturgis Bike Rally, LFC 30, Born to be Wild. Good stuff, man. We talked about modeling. We talked about her being a ring girl for the last LFC event. It was a whole lot of fun. Getting back into the adult entertainment thing with the On the Mic with Mike. I got adult star goddess Mia Sophia coming on, and she was very blunt talking about shoving things up her bum, but it was awesome, and it was great times. So, I mean, it's all good. It's all good. It's all gravy. StephenMikeShow.com, SoundCloud.com/MCLarkin92, SMShow1, MCL92. I'm all over the Twitter machine. Just type in my name. I'll be there. Drop a line. Everything's fine. Booyah.
One of those things wasn't a tank, was it?
What?
One of those things wasn't a tank, was it?
No.
Up the boom boom.
Save that for Shotzi Blackheart. Shotzi Blackheart's the tank girl, man. That's what's up. $5 for the poo.
$5 for the poo. I was going to say, I don't want to be an asshole, but I want to be that guy. So you talking to BBWs, or what's happening around here?
It's coming, man. I'm going to get him back soon, make it Mr. PBW. Who are you, Paul? Paul's the same way. He loves the BBWs.
I don't know if anybody else has noticed, but ever since you know who went away, Mike stopped talking to the BBWs.
I still talk to some BBWs. I was talking to Annabelle Rogers, who also is good friends with Goddess Mia Sophia. She's a little bit BBW. Goodness gracious, ass, bodacious, vivacious, curvaceous. Woo! So yeah, let's go back. There you go.
My man Paul likes him thick. My man Amir likes him thick. We like thick around here.
Thick things. Sick things. It's going down in the DM.
And that bombshell, my friends, is the bottom line. Goodbye. Mwah, and good night. Bang!
Molly whopping, thickness, sickness, get down with it. Woo!
Pain's coming.